Hey everyone, I'm Jason, and welcome to part 5 of my playthrough of Epic Battle Fantasy 2. We're getting close to the final boss, but we're not quite there yet. Glad I have a lot of ethers in my inventory. I don't think these enemies will be using magic attacks per se. I think they'll just be regular attacks. But a flare could do nicely. Stop drilling her. Okay, so one of them was blinded, but not the other. My guess is you'll be both pretty weak to judgment. Yep. Ooh, big bomb. So yeah, I don't think I need to worry about taking these two out at the same time. Foe splitter! Are these guys something? Missed the dialogue there, but I got the achievement. Got a bomb. Okay, so now we have the floating white, magic type Pokemon, or at least it appears to be, and the two flying drones, attack drones. We're late enough in the game that I'm bringing out lots of powerful attacks pretty regularly here. Ugh. And Natalie's skills have not been sealed, so I can use Revive. Ah. No, now Natalie's skills have been sealed, so I have to use the Water of Life. Ah. Getting a little low on the Waters of Life. Take them all out. Yes. Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, I don't like the look of this place. And what's with that fancy car over there? I am not a car. Get out of my way, nooblets. This area has been quarantined. Well, your lives are forfeit either way now that you've seen me. The earth must be purged of all infidels. Think of infidel as a term associated with Muslim extremism, as opposed to Nazism, but I suppose it could work either way. Regardless, this is the big bad villain of the game. Huh. Have we met before? So what's your plan now? Just trying to kill everything? It sickens me to see things the way they are. Only by destroying everything can the world be rebuilt. Gafahahaha. Okay. I don't think he's quoting somebody. I think that's just the sound of him laughing. But I don't like that sort of stuff. Gonna have to smash up your tank, bro. Okay, don't know how to pronounce that combination of letters. And now, here we are at the final battle. Now is a good time for a limit break. Okay, so it looks like it's just the tank at this point. Presumably, later in the battle, we will have several other weapons arrayed against us off of the tank, as was the case earlier in the game with some of the other enemies. Yeah, let's just give it all we got. It would be good to have a different sword, though. Holy? Yep. Should be weak against thunder. Airstrike against the Nazis. And I'm gonna want to heal every chance I get, so long as Natalie's abilities are not sealed. Presumably once the tank's health gets low enough, that's when the battle's going to get really crazy. Or maybe the second phase of the battle only begins after you actually take out the tank. That might be what happens. Yep, this is where the real battle begins. Now, is tank or Lance the main enemy to be concerned with? So obviously if we take out the top thing, I'm sure it'll just pop back. Lance's tank might actually outlive Lance. It looks like the tank has the most health, and if you don't have the tank, then Lance doesn't have a weapon to wield. That's my best guess from applying the logic of these games. Epic final battle music. Boom. Got plenty of ethers. My weak point's going to be potentially not having enough waters of life if I actually don't survive the battle. Okay. Don't need the limit break yet. Duh. Hey, good. Okay. Limit break, yeah. And limit break for Natalie as well. The best defense is a good offense. It's gonna pop back up. I know it. I know the way this game works. That's what's gonna happen. Still good to have it down for a few rounds at least. Run and hide, bro. Now we just have the base of the tank. excuse me. Yep, and that's the first spot to revive. Lance himself is gone, but has been replaced by a weapon in his place. So I think the sounds of one of the explosions set off a bit of buzzing from the computer, unfortunately. See if I can figure out how to minimize that. Hopefully that didn't mess up too much. Yeah. You should still be able to hear me, I believe. Ooh, ice. Wasn't expecting that here. It's nice when you're standing this close to the enemy and one of your missiles goes off and it only hurts the enemy and not you. That's quite a convenient thing to have happen. Yeah, airstrike all the way. About halfway through the main enemy's health. Poisons. Chemical weapons are illegal. More important to heal than to purify at this point, but I will need to do both. There we go. Okay, so that's a pretty good attack. Okay, so yeah, I have enough health. Attacking and then purifying makes sense. I find something very amusing about the idea of attacking a tank with a sword. Reminds me of, in Civ, in the Civilization video games, where you have civilizations that are at different levels of development, and some of them have really advanced warfare units, and others have very primitive ones. And so you have, a marine facing off against like an archer or something. It's like, or a SAM turret versus a swordsman. It's like, huh, okay. Purify. Swine flu be gone. Sign of when this game happened to be made, that swine flu was on the mind of the developer and not coronavirus. Oh, come on. Okay, still got a Water of Life. A few of them. Gonna want it. Well, I can't heal. Okay, let's go with this one. There we go. Ooh. Ooh. Three Waters of Life remaining. Limit Break. Yeah. The healing power of fan service from Natalie. It's gonna shoot the whoop. A powerful attack on the way. Presumably, is what Matt is telling us through the fourth wall. Or perhaps just Natalie in-game. So let's defend. Yay! Okay. Check out one of the weapons, one of the weapons on top of the tank. Max Ether for Natalie. Is that a nuke? Oh no, we're getting towards the end here. Don't want to use the ion cannon, that will inevitably kill us in the process, and I'll have to do all of this over. Natalie's skills haven't been sealed yet, so I will use her to heal, which means that I will use Matt to attack. Her strike's probably the best bet. Two. Better stop that countdown. There's a chance that we can win the game before that goes off. If not, then we're gonna need to defend when it does. Airstrike. One. I think that means it is time to defend. Defending at full health shouldn't be an insta-death. Unless this is just like a timer that you have to beat the battle before it goes off, but I don't think that's how the game would be programmed. Okay, so now there is a 0. Yeah, we'll defend again at full health. Boom. Oblivion, medal unlocked. Okay. Water of Life, we're down to 2. So now we just have the one weapon on top of the tank, that's good. We'll use Natalie to heal more. Poisoned. Okay. We're so close. I say go for it. There we go. And that is the game. Medal unlocked, Valkyrie! Medal unlocked, middle tier! And so, in a glorious display of power, the war machine was blown to smithereens, and the Earth's greatest threat had now been eliminated. But what of the pilot? The two young men have recognized each other's fighting spirit and put their differences behind them. Lance surrendered his uniform and learnt the importance of human life, and so the party has gained a third member. So we have the bottles of champagne, which is a very good celebratory drink. The world finally enjoys a long-awaited peace, with the three legendary heroes watching over it. Wouldn't refer to Lance as a hero, per se. It's good when the bad guys are redeemed, but normally there's a bit of a waiting period before we start referring to them as heroes, but nonetheless. The end. Programming, art, animation, design, characters, and story. Matt Rozak, aka Kupo Games. Music by Verna. Originally sponsored by Armor Games. And it has a list of the soundtrack, which I am partially blocking. And that is Epic Battle Fantasy 2. So let's take a look at some of the extras in the game. Like let's do the credits first, that'll be pretty quick and easy. Okay, which we just saw. And now for the art gallery. We already played through the mini-games. Collection of artwork related to the game contains spoilers. Starting with fan art from various DeviantArt users, and then some of my old sketches. Epic Battle Fantasy. Okay, so it looks like the best place for my webcam's going to be a little bit off to the right here, so I shall adjust that now. There we go, much better. Okay. EBF3 by Neon Light. Natalie by Cyrus. Matt by Adamo. Matt and Nats by Chris. My Early Monster Doodles. So you see the cat in the tank with the battering ram as the log. As ye can see, most enemies turned out much like their original sketches. Ion. Orbital ion cannons seem to be pretty cool whenever they appear. Slime Bunny, the ghost of one of the slimes you murdered in the first game, presumably. Something belongs to the talented NCH. Go check out his stuff at that address. Zombie Hydra. Drew a lot of schools and stuff back in school. Guess that's what inspired this guy. Turtles. Wasn't sure whether the turtle would look better as a fire or ice monster, so I did both. Had an idea for a seal enemy, but gave up on that. Flybot. Simple fly-in robot. Realized I was lacking drills in the last game, so stuck some on him. Reference to Macross Frontier, by the way. I am unfamiliar with that game, or whatever it is. But yes, Natalie's fan service healing ability is a very fun part of the series, in my opinion. Your defense is weak. You are dead. Valkyrie, inspired by Metal Slug, named after the movie, because people told me the pilot looked like Tom Cruise, though it was just a massive coincidence. I hadn't seen the movie yet. Hooray for bitmap tracing! Bad end. Oh, okay, I didn't get the bad end since I actually didn't lose the game at any point in the run-through. Communist imagery, presumably. No, it's fascist imagery. They are different. Retro costumes. Cannot read that through my frame count counter. Reminds me of Frodo. This should happen in every RPG. Can't read that one. Shop 0 and Shop 1. Backgrounds. Happy end. End of gallery. Well, thank you all for joining me on this playthrough of Epic Battle Fantasy 2. I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed making these videos. If you want to see more gaming content from me, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, have a great day.